Swadikap and good afternoon once again. Today is Tuesday, the 15th of June 2021, and this is the English language summary of the daily press briefing here at the CCSA. So thank you first to Dr. Apisamai just now for the Thai language briefing. At the end of the briefing, she talked about inclusivity, how inclusive we are in taking care of the risk of COVID for all groups of persons. She mentioned in particular the psychiatric patients including children as well, and also disabled children as well. So I'd like to start off first with the vaccination progress that we have for today. Administered since the 28th of February until today, we have cumulative already at 6.5 million doses. Now that's good progress in the past weeks. Since the 7th of June as the first day of the national vaccination campaign. We recorded as of yesterday, the 14th of June, just in one day, yesterday, 323,060 doses. So quite a consistent number each day. Some days might have higher number of doses, some days lower, but approximately around 300,000 plus, sometimes 400,000 per day is the pace that we will aim for each day. And since the 7th of June, the first day of the mass national inoculation, we have 2.4 million doses. And as I mentioned, cumulative since the soft launch, since the beginning, the first phase, since the 28th of February, we have now vaccinated 6,511,184 million doses. So approximately 6.5 million doses so far. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, some provinces have also their statistics for vaccination. So far, Phuket province has vaccinated 61% of the island already. So 61%, that means that they are on track to vaccinate the majority of people in the island, in the province, in order to be prepared to open up the Phuket sandbox on the 1st of July. And in the general picture, the CCSA confirms that the vaccination progress is going according to plan and that 50 million people will be vaccinated by the end of the year in Thailand. Now, moving to the general situation and numbers we have for today, we have new recoveries exceeding the new confirmed case, which is good news. So new recovery today, we have 4,774. For new confirmed case, we have 3,000, as you can see on screen. Now that's a whole number, 3,000. So new recoveries is around 1,007 more than the new confirmed cases. We have active cases currently being treated, decreasing each day. Now it's 38,000, as you see in the green box there on top. 19 new fatalities, unfortunately, for today, composed of 11 male and 8 female. The median age is 77. Highest number of fatalities is in Bangkok, and 3 from Samut Prakan, 2 from Saratburi, and 1 each from the provinces of Nakhon Si Thammarat, Prachinburi, and Yala. The top 5 provinces with the highest number of infections are Bangkok and peripheral area. That remains true, that remains so in the past weeks. While most cases in critical condition are found in Bangkok, with 207 cases on ventilators. And Bangkok, in the most latest numbers, saw the highest number infected at 872. New clusters were also found in other provinces nearby Bangkok, such as Chachoengsao province. Now, on part of the Ministry of Industry, the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Industry recently informed about the preventive measures being taken around the factories around the country. And more details will be disclosed very soon about these initiatives. In addition to Chachoengsao, as mentioned just now, there are also new clusters found in factories in provinces such as Samut Prakan. And also there were also cases of workers who worked at chicken factories were found to be infected across 5 provinces in the chicken factory sector, such as in Saraburi, Lopburi, Ayutthaya, and Nakhon Ratchasima or Korat province. Now for Bangkok, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration is setting to hold a meeting with the 50 district offices and representatives of various workers' campsites to discuss further public health and preventive measures against the ongoing pandemic. And as you recall, we mentioned earlier about the structure that was created, so that work is going on. Also in Bangkok, 85 clusters of infections found to be spreading in 6 districts most recently, and new cluster also in the district of Bangkok Noi. The Thai language edition of the briefing also talked about the first day of the opening of school, Thai schools, which was yesterday, the 14th of June. So that kicked off yesterday's, and basically, according to the monitoring process, it went quite well in terms of the measures to prevent COVID, in terms of the cooperation from the schools, and as the parents and teachers and schools are continuing to work together to ensure the safety of the students so far. So it's a second day today actually of the opening of classes of Thai schools. In Thai schools, there might be some foreign or expat teachers in Thai schools in Thailand, of course. So that's going on well in terms of the prevention measures. So just some additional information on the COVID vaccine developed in Thailand, the COVID-19 by Chulalongkorn University, that they begun the first round of human trials yesterday. Now, the 74 volunteer test subjects had the age range of 18 to 55 and also 65 to 75, and will be divided into 3 groups to receive different doses in order to test the concentration required to bring immunity and the formula's effects on the people with different ages. The second round of trial will be conducted on a larger group, approximately 150 to 300 subjects, up to 300 subjects, people, in August. If everything goes well, the COVID-19 will be the first mRNA type vaccine similar to Pfizer and Moderna vaccines developed by local Thai researchers and doctors. So just before ending today, I'd like to briefly touch upon the slight glitch that occurred on the thailandintervac.com website yesterday, which is run by the Ministry of Public Health. It was brought to our attention that some have been concerned about the technical error, breaching of personal data of those who have registered for vaccine appointments on the website. So when the Ministry of Public Health was informed of this problem, they immediately took action to fix the said malfunction. The information was exposed perhaps only for around a few minutes, and the website is now back in working order, and foreign nationals can now continue to register for vaccination in that website, in that platform as normal. And of course, if you go into that platform, you would see that they have specific times in which you can register for the vaccine. The specific times are not the whole day, and the reason is because there has to be of course the uploading and of course all of the supply of vaccines to be managed. So if you keep tab of the platform itself, you can see that there are specific times which actually work in the afternoon, mostly it's in the afternoon, and when the registration of each specific day is full, they would probably close it, and then on screen it would come up and say that you can register on the next day at, for example, 1200 hours or 1500 hours. So that's the thailandintervac.com platform website. So thank you very much for your attention today. As always, if you're planning to step outside today, don't forget to wear your face mask or face shield, and please stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you again tomorrow. สวัสดีครับ